Generally, it's been to take Burgess's lyrics and come up with new synthesizer parts first, kind of writing by ear. I haven't used any music theory in the composition of the pieces, and to just kind of fiddle around with modulation and arpeggios and that kind of thing. Get together a chord progression and then work it up using the rest of the band, I guess. The original Wendy Carlos soundtrack from the film has been really influential, and I guess kind of those kind of big distorted electronic textures, a lot of LCD sound system, I suppose. Really grating industrial electronic stuff, maybe the first 9 Inch Nails album and the mid-80s Depeche Mode records.
We basically sat down with the play and went through looking for songs, and then we kind of drawing on really crazy, like, grungy stuff, so there's a lot of feedback in it and a lot of synths and a lot of fuzz pedals. Anthony Burgess wrote music for it, but frankly it was no good, so we went back and wrote some dirty club bangers. Oliver doesn't have any training, so I'm the one who he filters all his ideas through me and they come out a bit better. Weezer in a big way. Radiohead, I suppose, and a lot of Beethoven. There's a lot of classical music, obviously, in the play, and a lot of references to it. We
had original music to work with, but because I couldn't read it at the time and I didn't have Billy around, we opted to write new music and keep Burgess's lyrics. So I essentially just made the material up using some new bits of technology that I'd come across, namely actually a copy of the Roland System 100 as a software synthesizer, which is built in the late 70s and used primarily by the Human League on their early records. You get this kind of really nice chimey bell kind of texture to it, and I kind of, in experimenting with that, came up with chord progressions that we've ended up kind of keeping for the final thing. The music's really different and it's really innovative, and it complements the play really well. I think the play is a really interesting adaptation of the work. And I think that it's quite a unique package, and being as a lot of this material is new, I know Alex and Florrie have come up with brand new sequences as well. It's quite a forward-thinking creative project, and even if you're familiar with the play, you're very unlikely to be familiar with this production.